Hello, YouTube. Okay, today is the long-awaited stream of Arknights Endfield. Not Arknights Endfield. Regular Arknights in preparation for Endfield lore dumping. Okay, so me, myself, I am a gamer who plays the gacha games, and I enjoy them a lot. Some would even say probably too much with how many I play on every single day of a basis, okay? But the main point that matters is I never really pay attention to the story behind them. Arknights was also a huge one myself in my past. When I played Arknights, as fun as it was, I struggle with visual novel kind of storytelling, okay? So I figured, hey, well, now would be a great time to get into it and understand it because we have the Endfield beta in about 3 weeks or so, okay? And from everything that we do know, the go-to guy is going to be Terrastorian. He seems to be the dude who just can give you the best hand-holding experience, okay? The thing I find interesting is he also uploaded again today. I don't know what compelled him, but he must have known. He must have had the motion that we were streaming today. So yeah, if you do like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. So yeah, we're gonna start with this intro video. We're gonna see if it cooks. I would hope and imagine it does, because these things get received very, very well. 4K likes, insane. And yeah, we'll just see if it's a vibe. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna get into it, and yeah, we're gonna learn about the Arknights deep dive and all the Arknights lore. So
welcome to Terrastorian, the channel we explain Arknights lore. I am Akka, and in this video, I will provide a simple breakdown of the lore of Arknights for both beginner.
The information provided here was taken from various sources of the official CG art and other assets from the official lorebook. Why every effort is made to ensure accuracy and reliability, the nature of the information sharing means and that errors or omissions may occur. Okay, so there is potential to have problems. Got you.
And casual players. The lore you're
I feel like it's good, no? I'm checking my React, it looks fine. I'll turn up a little bit more.
Discussed in this video will be split into several sections, such as terminology, the nations, the various races, and the threats that this world and its inhabitants face. Just a heads up, there are some spoilers ahead. If you prefer to read and play the game without spoilers, then stop.
Yeah, we're about 4 years too late on that one. I think at this point, if you're getting spoiled in 2024 of Arknights, like, I don't want to say it's on you, but it's close, okay?
If not, then let's get started. First, let's go over a few terms which are important to the basic understanding of the world of Arknights. Originium is one of the most important words to keep in mind. This crystal is very important to the people of Terra, as it's a power source for technology and powers. However, it's a double-edged sword, as people can get infected with oropathy, a deadly disease. We'll talk about this later. Originium arts. Think of Originium arts as the magic or powers of the Arknights world, allowing users to cast and manipulate different powers. Some races and individuals may have unique Originium arts unique to them. The word infected is a term or labeling someone with oropathy. People who are infected with oropathy are treated poorly.
So everyone infected is inherently the playable characters, right? Because they're the hybridized, like, human-animal situation, though? I think
often as second
early prediction. Early prediction.
Various nations and races treat the infected differently, however. Oropathy is a deadly illness on Terra that comes from active Originium via inhaling it, getting it into your blood, wounds and cuts. Oropathy slowly crystallizes the individual over time until, well, they can no longer breathe.
I'm very wrong here.
Eventually, the individual will die, crumble away, and even combust or explode, spreading the Originium dust crystals around the area of the person's death. If other people are in the area or affected by these, they will the norm? Become infected, unless they are wearing suitable safety wear. Catastrophes are powerful natural disasters, from earthquakes to storms to blizzards and even to meteor storms. Catastrophes are not only deadly disasters, but it also carries and spreads Originium around the world, making more and more dangerous zones to live in, and more Originium around the world. To avoid catastrophes, people have made a vast majority of mobile cities, which are able to move away. Catastrophe messages are people with skills to calculate and analyze when a catastrophe is coming.
APL mentioned, insane!
And give that information to cities so they're able to move away in time. Nomadic cities, or mobile cities, are cities or settlements that are built over giant vehicles, which allows them to move their position on land. They are built to move away from catastrophes. This also functions and allows for easier access with trade with other nations and cities. The world of Arknights is set on Terra.
So everywhere moves due to the fact that the catastrophes are ever present and constantly hitting, correct? That is actually a really cool concept that you got to build essentially cities on wheels. I'm not gonna lie. That is probably one of the coolest concepts to create like a post-apocalypse next to like, you know, the basic Fallouts and that kind of stuff. Some people don't have money. Oh, okay. That's a little bit of a skill diff, right? The cities run, yeah, cities on wheels, insane.
Environments from dry and arid deserts to lush rainforests, wondrous plains to harsh, frozen tundra. In so many ways, this planet is like our Earth, yet so different. Terra has a supercontinent, and still some parts of Terra haven't even been completely explored. Terra is also constantly changing under civilizations, natural disasters, and catastrophes. Let's start with the nations, beginning with Bolivar. It is one of the Western nations on.
Well, I love the juxtaposition to just the most depressing setup and layout ever, right? I love the juxtaposition between how depressing this world is to just the vibe music. Ready?
Let's start with the nations, beginning with Bolivar. It is one of the Western nations on Terra, located in the northern part. Despite its thriving economy and culture, Bolivar is currently in political instability due to a stalemate between three major factions: the Sinkers dynasty, the coalition government, and the true Bolivarians. It is also famous for the mobile city Dos Soles, known for its neutrality, and the annual event known as the Dos Soles Warrior Championship. Colombia is the youngest nation in Terra, and a melting pot of different cultures and races. Originally a Victorian colony, it declared independence in 1019 and became a very powerful nation in terms of politics and technological advancements.
All right, I have a little bit of an idiot question here, okay, guys? You got to understand, I am a brainlet when it comes to this kind of stuff, right? Is this based on real world, or is Colombia purely a coincidence? It's not actually real world Colombia that they haven't based off a real world map, right? They've actually made their own, correct? US equivalent? Okay. They're based on real world nations. Oh, so it actually is like a take on the real world nations, but it's just taken into the account of this post-apocalypse situation. Inspired by? Okay, that's probably the better way to put it.
It's a small independent city-state near the inland sea of Claricide. As one of Colombia's 3 city-states, the city is famous for its touristic patronage, beaches, and the annual Obsidian Festival, Terra's most famous music festival. Durin is a nation underground. Not much is known about this location, however, it's home to the Durin. To the south of Bolivar,
Myrtle reference, insane.
We arrive at Sargon. This nation is a mixture of lush forests and jungles to hot, dry deserts. Sargon is led by 2 different leaders. One is the Lord Emir, and the Pasha or the Padishah, who is more acknowledged as the ruler. Important to note, the Pasha have some more power over the Lord Emir. Sargon does have a king in the central land. However, not much is known. Sargon also borders the Foan Hotlands to the south. Minos is one of the smaller nations, with a culture revolving on hero cult, mainly the 12 heroes of Himnoi. Minos was at one point colonized by Sargon between the years 917 and 1042. While they broke free, they've often been harassed and raided by Sargon forces from time to time.
This is gonna be deep, isn't it? I just realized we're 6 minutes in, of course, but we've had a country that has recently broken free from the power of a already established country, okay? And they are still in an ever-present war to keep it to themselves. Okay, we're getting into the thick of it. Hold on a minute.
Kajerag is a landlocked.
This is a short version. Yeah, this is going to be a lot.
By a massive mountain range and protected
it's like
by
Warhammer,
the goddess Fermat Kajergaranda. I hope I'm saying that right.
Go to design.
Its neighboring nations are Colombia, Victoria, Kazimish. Compared to its bordering nations, Kajerag is still a developing country. Let's venture far north, as we go to Sami, the furthest northern country on Terra, and probably one of the most dangerous, as there are freezing temperatures, blizzards, and something eldritch, hideous, lurking in those winds that come from beyond.
Iceland?
The Collapsals. Sami is home to the Efian race, and lesser known ones that are collectively known as the Sami Fjord, that have a tribal-like culture. These tribes and clans often clash with the eldritch dangers. For these reasons, the Sami Fjord are often strict with outsiders to their land. Oh, Victoria, one of the most powerful nations, known for its romanticism
Early prediction. Victoria's gonna be the GOAT.
and use of steam-powered machinery. Despite being ruled by a monarch, either from the Draco or the Aslan race, Victoria has been passing through a succession crisis for the last 2 decades, as both races fight each other for the power. The Dukes of Victoria, on the other hand, have been looking for a chance.
Oh, this
to
is literally
seize
Britain. Oh god. Dude, okay, before anyone thinks I'm Australian, okay, I'm not British. That was purely coincidence. Fuck. Alright, Victoria, aesthetically you guys go hard. Designs, legit British. Insane.
throne. Victoria is currently one of the nations involved with the main story.
Londinium. Londinium, boys.
The majority of Casimir territory is dubbed the Land of the Knights. Is covered.
Oh
by
no,
grassland
Casimirs might
and
be a
home
contender
to the
here.
knightly Kuranta for generations. Despite its chivalrous and heroic origins, however, Casimir has become a nation plagued with greed and corruption, using the title of knights and their tournaments to make money and power. Iberia is a coast.
Wait, so you're telling me this is the land of knights, and instead of being medieval, sick with it, you know, kind of vibes of the Golden Ages, right? It's actually super capitalistic and revolves
has become a
around
nation
direct
plagued with
profit
greed and corruption,
under a
using
false
the title of knights and
code
their
of the
tournaments
knights
to make money and
in a
power.
battle royale coliseum, but with a jumbotron in the middle. Nah, it's crazy. They make sure we're into the spot. Yeah, exactly. This is they've made Fortnite, except it's 1v1 in a coliseum with a jumbotron. Okay, I was originally thinking early Casimirs would actually be goated. I somewhat disagree now. That's insane. Esports
Power.
Poland. Okay, well. Oh, esports Poland. Okay, definitely the most unique so far. If I was to guess, this is the one that cooks the most. Just hilariously, the concept is like phenomenal.
Iberia is a coastal nation.
If EA ran a
like the
country.
Southern Sea, formerly a powerful.
Is Iberia
maritime
Siberia?
empire, they once had the most powerful navy fleets. However, this strong nation was brought down by a devastating and mysterious disaster known as the Profound Silence, potentially created by worshippers and threats from the deepest depths of the sea.
Spain? Oh, okay.
Iberia since then has struggled to recover and remain distant from other nations. Following the Profound Silence, Iberia has established a religious order known as the Inquisition, which was previously known as the Church of Iberia. The church was reorganized by Saint Carmen to combat the threats from the sea. Laterano is a small nation
Okay.
in sacred homeland.
I don't really much to say about that country. It sounds cool, but I feel like I don't really know what to say, honestly. I feel like there's nothing that I really resonate with. It's alright. Iberia, I see you. You're there.
To the angelic
Maybe forgotten
trigger-happy
soon.
race Sancta. Laterano
They're
is a
barely holding themselves
nation
together?
where
Yeah, it
the
sounds like it.
Sancta found a safe homeland away from their sibling race, the Sarkaz. Despite their long-lasting feud and dark past, the Laterano of today is very energetic, open-minded, and known for its dessert culture with the Pope as their leader. Laterano is famous for its religious beliefs, Laterism, and the Laterano Church that acts as the government, dealing with numerous state affairs. Aside
Would it be really messed up to say it sounds like the Vatican?
from the Sancta, it's also home to the Liberi population.
I didn't say it. I was just thinking it. Difference.
to their
Okay?
diplomatic relationship with Iberia
It is?
in the past. Lefania's neighboring countries are Victoria,
Oh no! The Vatican is in Arknights. Oh, what have we done? Oh, what have we done? Okay, between the Vatican and capitalistic medieval chivalry, I'm actually speechless.
Casimir, Eurus,
Second Amendment plus
Syracusa,
Vatican?
and
Oh, no.
Laterano. This country
Or
is
Lithuanian?
famous for classical music, use of originium arts, arts-based technology, and musical arts. Lefania was once ruled by the greatest caster in history, the Witch King, who was later overthrown by the twin empresses. It is home to the Caprine race, which makes up majority of the population. A nation south of Yan and Kazdel, known for its mining operations and industry, is Rimbiliton. Rimbiliton has one of the 3 biggest originium veins running underneath it. Due to its constant mining operations.
Those are the witches inspired of. Right now, I've only seen like a tiny little snippet there. I don't really know.
The residents of Rimbiliton are...
Wait, this is my people? Hold on, wait. We gotta legitimately, we gotta dissect every second here. I gotta validate or invalidate his claims here.
Rimbiliton has one of the 3...
Australia is predominantly just mining. That is pretty much everyone here, when they work, they do this. Goaded, true so far.
Originium veins running underneath it. Due to its constant mining operations, the residents of Rimbiliton are very vulnerable to oropathy. And while they are highly discriminatory to the infected, Rimbiliton is known to see its people nothing more than labourers and workforce.
Wait, so we're just racist? Well... Damn it.
Syracusa, the land of the mafia.
Oh, and that's it. Oh. Oh, okay. So we're just like, hey guys, Australians, yeah, you guys just work until you die, and yeah, you're also just racist. How dare you? I plan to retire. That is messed up. It took you long enough. We're racist. No, okay. Look, I am not, but I've spoken to a lot of Australians in my time that are. Okay, they're not wrong, but the truth hurts.
Fangs and howls of the problem.
And he is from Australia. Oh, okay. Well. Okay, well that tracks, doesn't it?
The Lupo and some Volpo. Syracusa has influence from other nations, such as the religious beliefs and legal systems from Laterano, technology from Colombia, the Funyun love for music, and the main cultural identity is the mafia
Dark Souls
tradition.
Italy, right? Yeah, Italy. Yeah.
And the 12 families that govern the nation. The families themselves are under supervision from Signora Cecilia, which makes her the real head of state.
Okay.
The ancient land of the Sarkaz, Kazdel.
So Italy is run by the mob. This is nothing new to us. Okay, we're not taking the slander of Australia any further. I will let them cook on that one, but damn, it hurts my soul. But Italy, run by the mob. What's new? What's new? The mafia, like it's just the Sopranos, but in Arknights.
Torn nation is home to the native Terran race, the Sarkaz,
which was
built thousands of years ago by the first Sarkaz Lord of Fiends. The sad state of Kazdel is due to the nation being perpetual conflict, not only between the Sarkaz and the other nations,
Kazdel's only place of fictional,
but also the infighting among themselves. Kazdel has been destroyed and rebuilt numerous of times in the past. The true Kazdel today is where the Sarkaz can finally have a place called home.
Okay, so Kaltzit's from Kazdel or no? Interesting. The Sarkaz have tried to rebuild Kazdel, their home for centuries, though they have never succeeded. Everyone has she's not, so this, okay. Well, this quote has led me astray then, crazy. But anyway, for the Sarkaz, though they never succeeded, everyone has a different idea to what the term homelands means, but as it stands right now, Kazdel is perhaps as close as you can get to the term's original meaning. The T-Kaz is over home, okay.
Before there were any concept of countries,
look, Kaltzit sounds a bit like Joan of Arc. Kaltzit hates Kazdel. Oh no, I couldn't have got it more wrong. Oh, okay, boys, it's fine. We can rally. We can bring it back. It's whatever.
The Sarkaz back then, known as the Tizak, considered Kazdel their world. Ursus, the largest nation on Terra, and home to the namesake race, the Ursus, is ruled by an emperor. Ursus is often known to be hostile, xenophobic to other nations, and
racism again. Okay, is there any inherent nation here? Can you guys explain this to me? Is there any nation that hear me out, is not racist? Is there anyone or no? Everyone's just like fuck everybody. Oh, Everyone is racist? Damn. It's like a, the dichotomy of me wanting to go into this being like, damn, it's gonna be so hype, and it just turns out everyone is just racist and xenophobic is, it's definitely a character arc from Arknights in and of itself, okay? Maybe some tribes, just like the real world. Okay, well, it is a reflection of reality, is it not?
Known to be horribly cruel to the infected, but that's a story for another day. Ursus was once ruled by the Hippogriff Libri, but when they failed to protect the nation, the other dominant race, the Ursus, rose up, rebelled, and took over.
So the Ursus usurped.
To Ursus. Ursus is one of the nations that are dealing with the collapsal threat in the far north. Higashi is near the northeast of Yan. Higashi was in a long civil war between the northern and southern courts. However, when Ursus tried to invade, the two sides joined forces and pushed back the invading force back into Ursus.
This is Japan? Alright boys, lock in.
It eventually led to volatile peace between and within Higashi's two sides. While north of Higashi is still isolated from outside nations, the south is far more welcoming. What we do know about Higashi...
I'd argue it sounds more like Korea. But North and South Korea, but it's Japan? Interesting.
...is that it's famous for its founding mythology and love for video games and manga.
Oh, it's literally if you put Japan into the... just, you put Japan in a civil war and the outcome was that. It's a 1094 war between Japan and Russia reference. Insane. And one of the two nations doesn't have a proper event. Okay, well that's just messed up. Maybe that's what Enfield's gonna be like, okay?
One of the eastern nation, Yan, is ruled by an emperor, which is said
what
to
is
be
Yan?
Long. Yan's famous history is that of emperors wanting to overthrow
China?
and kill God.
Emperor's China? It is China? Am I cooking? It is CN? Oh yes. Oh okay. It is legitimately CN. I know my things. Historically, I'm cooking.
The gods being Fermats. Long ago, an emperor started a war against these gods, believing that their refusal to help the people of Yan, even when misfortune struck, means that they are unworthy to call themselves gods, and started a great hunt after allying himself with another Fermat.
Where Chen is from? Oh.
They were eventually victorious and removed these threats, and even split Sui into living fragments of itself. Yan is another nation, along with Sami and Ursus, that has conflicts with the Eldritch threat. Aegir is the only known nation that is under...
Oh my, this has to be like either Hawaii, if you can class it as its own nation, or it's probably going to be more like an Iceland, Greenland vibe, right? There's no way this is Scandinavian, right? If this is, I couldn't be more wrong. You can tell how much Arknights are inspiration 1 before 40k. Oh, dude, there are some legitimately hype, like, situations here. Atlantis? Oh, we're going, okay, hold on.
Much is known about it, but it is inhabited by the Aegir race. Supposedly, their technology is extremely advanced, but they are facing a threat known as the Seaborn and potentially the Church of the Deep, a threatening cult that somewhat worships the Seaborn. There is one more nation.
Oh. So we have Atlantis if it was a cult. That's kind of a fire idea, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like that's kind of... This is based on Atlantis? Is Atlantis inherently itself still a cult? I've never honestly looked into the whole idea of Atlantis, right?
There is one more nation.
That's the enemy? Oh, I missed something. Oh no. Alright. Oh, so here's the map so far. Right. Wow. Atlantis was fighting a cult? Okay, yeah, sorry, yeah. I think I might have zoned up like 10 seconds. I hate to be that guy. Give me a 5-second buffer, okay?
Is extremely advanced, but they are facing a threat known as the Seaborn and potentially the Church of the Deep, a threatening cult that somewhat worships the Seaborn.
Okay, yeah. Now, okay, yeah. I completely blanked on about 3 words there, which gave me the whole entire wrong, like, situation, right? So, Atlantis is fighting a cult. Okay. Now it makes more sense.
There is one nation to make you aware of. That is the dead nation of Gaul. Potentially a technologically advanced nation of its time.
Egypt?
Gaul are famous for their artilleries. Gaul were also one of the nations that allied themselves with Khalsid to invade and destroy Kazdel 200 years ago. Unlike the other nations, Gaul later asked help from Kazdel to some extent, and even hiring some Kazdelian royal court casters to help them against Lithuanian arms. Gaul was later destroyed in the Battle of the Four Emperors by its former allies and was completely wiped out. There are still some small lingering citizens of Gaul around Terra, but ultimately the nation is completely gone. There are 3 unknown but dangerous locations on Terra. These are the Fernan Hotlands, Ifni Icefield, and even further north beyond the Ifni Icefield lies an uncharted location, a potentially massive crater within the world of Terra.
And then part 2 is going to go into the rest of the
That
thread.
is where we come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video, found it helpful.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. My god, Terrastorian, you have cooked my friendo, okay? You have. Now, I want to quickly loop back really quick. Are you telling me France doesn't exist? It is a fallen nation? Because if that is true, this might be the greatest game of all time. Alright? It might actually be insane. The French slander that, you know, everyone just lives off. This game actually pursued it and just deleted them from existence, right? That's insane. Yeah, thanks, Kelta. Appreciate you. Yeah, so this video is absolutely fire. Everything he has said, I love. I have a loose understanding of all the nations. The fact it's kind of based off real world, like, nations and countries and, like, continent, like, off a continent is really, really, really cool. Now, we have barely even scratched the surface. What happened to Twitch chat? I put Twitch chat under the YouTube chat because, the YouTube chat, well, here's the thing, right? I don't want to gloat or flex or nothing, but, if we put a juxtaposition here, we have 100 people on YouTube and we have 8 on Twitch, and I feel like I can demonstrate much more with the YouTube fan base and still I can read Twitch. So it's a dichotomy, all right? But holy shit. His race video is amazing too. A lot of history stuff is beyond the context of the story of the game. At least know exactly, right?
There. Hi YouTube.
Hello. Welcome, Galeng. Hi Twitch. Yeah, hi Twitch, hi YouTube. Oh my god, insane. French almost go to war with Italy because they put chocolate on pasta. Yoriku, thank you for the dono first off. That's insane. Look, I'm not a law guy. I've never really been a law guy, but what I can say is this might be one of the funniest, but almost simultaneously hilarious worlds that's ever really been brought to my attention, right? The outlying this really happened in law. You're telling me the reason that France and Italy nearly have a full-blown war of nations over chocolate. This might be the greatest game in the world. Like, ever. Oh, man. Search the Wrath of Syracusa. You know what? Say less. Let's actually check that out. Wrath. Oh, it's literally actually about pasta and chocolate. You're not even kidding. This is word for word pasta and chocolate. Chocolate with spaghetti. I mean, to be fair, that is like, that is worth a war, to be honest. This thing looks fucked. Whoever made this image deserves to be shot. But if it works, right? Syracusa take their food very seriously. It sounds like they do. It really does sound like they do. What the fuck? What is this game? So it's a buff. Okay, in the Wrath of... Actually, let me bring this onto the screen so we can actually read it. All right, this is pivotal to learning the lore, boys. This has to be added in. If we don't know this, we won't understand Arknights. You tried cooking at one time? Did you burn your kitchen down? Right, so the Rough Executions, which is basically a spaghetti and chocolate sauce, is a reference to the Italians' reaction over many foreigners' disrespect of their cuisine, which later became an internet meme. They made spaghetti with chocolate. And Italians lost their fucking minds. What is this game, man? Swears in Italian. Yeah, insane. I have Italian grandparents, but me, myself, I'm not Italian, so like, I can't pretend I am offended. This is actually just the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Right, and according to Ayastar and Broca, the Wrath of Syracusans is made by a Syracusan chef who was exiled after making food that is regarded as the worst food ever by a Syracusan noble. The said chef then became a celebrity chef in Gaul, but the Syracusans see him as a con man. So here's my question, alright? When does base Arknights take place? Like, when I have loaded this up and I'm in-game, what year is it? Because it seems like the history behind this is thousands of years. Read the quote? Alright. Depends on the event. Oh god. Oh fuck. Let's say up to date, like newest chapter story. All right. Wait, what is this? That is chocolate on pasta. What the fuck? YouTuber Kirsten V, who is an Italian, reaction on getting a Rafa Syracuse. Oh my god, the Kirsten crash out, brother. 1098 starting chapter 0. Okay, that's actually not... I thought it'd be a lot further in the video. I thought we'd be looking at, like, potentially 2000, even, to be honest. Terrastov's new video explains the timeline before the game. Ooh, okay, that sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. Boys, so, what we got from this so far is... Originum, bad. Court, just gonna be honest, doesn't sound very good. The Nations. Okay, Catastrophe is in and of itself. This is a ridiculous event I think is really cool, that there's an ever-present threat that causes people to continuously and constantly always be on the move for threat of getting game ended. All right. Originum Rock Cancer. I mean, yeah, it's not good, right? Rock Cancer, how I would say is, probably one of the worst ways to go, to be honest. Catastrophes, Fear of Life, because of the catastrophes, you had to put cities on wheels to just survive the ever-present threat of getting your shit rocked, okay? Ridiculous.
Arknights' story either took themselves very seriously or very comically insane that it's funny. No in between.
That's what I also like about this. Like, there's so much shit posting. Like, we had this absolute insanity of a deep dive to open up with saying, hey, everyone has rock cancer, everything is exploding, or you're just in danger of dying if you just exist in a certain area at a certain time. So you have to live in a city, which is essentially a glorified caravan. It just spans thousands of kilometers long and 7 kilometers wide, right? Kiraga safe for catastrophe. Yeah, but like majority of the planet is also inherently in danger, right? That's my understanding. The majority of the planet is kind of getting their shit rocked. Also, Crimson Prometheus, thank you for the follow on Twitch, my guy. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Deep on this is just surface stuff. Yeah, this is just breaking the surface and, like, you know, just kind of going into the main stuff. Then we learn about the nations, all right? This is kind of like a depiction of, say, like, being able to trade. With being cities on wheels, you can meet them and you can trade goods and services and whatnot. Now, on top of all that, you have the nations. Now, this in and of itself, I could spend 20 hours talking about. There is so much here going on. But if I was to if I was to pick my favorite nation, I think the funniest one out there is going to be... Oh, can I please find it? Is going to be capitalist knights literally having a coliseum as if it's an NFL game with a jumbotron, okay? It is hilarious. These guys are funny. I reckon a close second would more than likely be... I mean, here's the thing. As an Australian, I want to say Australia, but apparently we're just racist and we just work in mines until we die. So in this world, even though it's not really different from real Australia, I'm going to give Australia a skip, okay? It's just main city. The rest of the country is pretty rustic. Yeah, exactly. The phase music is dubstep. Wait, tell me the knights, while they actually sit there and slice each other to the death. You tell me these guys listen to Skrillex at the same time. Can I get a ticket? Wait, how much is a plane ticket? I need to see this in person. I do, all right? Obviously, to be the glorified weeaboo, we're still going to say, you know what, Higashi, Japan, you guys are still cooking. Sure, you had a civil war and it's divided into like a North and a South state. And the South state's nowhere near as racist as the North, which is pretty epic. You still got anime and manga, so, you know, congrats to you guys. Congrats to you guys. Well done. Listen to all of them. We'll do it shortly. And beyond that, we had China.
Kill God.
China, with the depiction of emperors, pretty gnarly, alright? I do like the idea of the dragon and everything of the sort, alright? But when you go deeper, I think Atlantis could be one of the coolest concepts of having an ever-present cult in there which worships one of the races in the area, right? The idea that they worship, is it the Sunborn? Am I correct in saying that? Was it Sunborn? I like that idea a lot. Not to mention there's a Vatican with guns. So yeah, if I've said anything here that piques your interest, please check out Arknights lore. This is hilarious. This is dumb. The Seaborn, that's what it is. Not Sunborn, sorry. I'm thinking of Girls Frontline too. Yeah, the Seaborn in Atlantis, that sounds like a really cool mashup, so to speak, right? But, my god, Arknights lore. It's going to go deep. We're going to have fun. Arknights Endfield beta is around the corner. And if you're watching this on YouTube as a video, please like, comment, and subscribe, alright? We will go deeper. These will be split up into several different videos because of the length these are going to take. So if you want the other one to follow up talking about the races and going deeper into that, please let me know in the comments below, okay? Bye-bye, YouTube!